Have you ever looked at the woman in your life and questioned if she's truly worth your time, energy, and essence? Warrior, consider how many men have been drawn in by beauty, only to find themselves ensnared in manipulation, disrespect, and deceit. The world is full of women who wear charming masks while hiding intentions that can drain a man's soul. But you are not just any man. You are a seeker of wisdom and a guardian of your virtue. You refuse to waste your life on someone who can't match your strength and values. As Marcus Aurelius said, a man's worth is tied to his ambitions, and your ambition is to live a life of integrity, free from toxic relationships. This video will reveal unmistakable signs of a woman who does not deserve your time, exposing harsh truths that many men overlook. From subtle mind games to outright disrespect, we'll equip you with stoic wisdom to discern, decide, and walk away with dignity. Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe, warrior. This isn't just another video, it's a lesson in self-respect, so watch until the end. Number 1. She plays mind games. Have you ever felt like you're walking on a tightrope, unsure of where you stand with a woman? A woman who plays mind games is not worth your time. These games are deliberate attempts to control, confuse, and undermine you. She thrives on ambiguity, making you feel like the center of her universe one day and leaving you questioning yourself the next. This isn't love, it's a tactic to gain power over you by keeping you emotionally off balance. A wise man once said, "Clarity is the foundation of trust." Marcus Aurelius would advise us to approach such situations with reason, not emotion. When a woman plays these games, she shows a lack of respect for your time and energy. Ask yourself, does her behavior align with your values as a man of purpose, or are you merely a pawn in her cycle of control? A stoic man values his inner peace above all, and does not waste it on someone who thrives on chaos. Her tactics may include canceling plans at the last minute, withholding affection to provoke a reaction, or flirting with others to spark jealousy. These actions are not tests of your strength, they are signs of immaturity and a lack of virtue. Zeno of Citium taught us that self-control is essential for mastering life. Warrior, the moment you see the signs, exercise the strength to walk away. Number 2, she lacks respect for you. Respect is the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship. Without it, even the most passionate connections will crumble. Have you noticed how a woman's actions, tone, and gestures reveal her regard for you? A woman who disrespects you will belittle your efforts, dismiss your opinions, and treat your boundaries as inconveniences. Such behavior is toxic and a direct insult to your dignity. Seneca said, "He who respects himself is safe from others." A stoic man does not tolerate disrespect because he knows his worth. When a woman interrupts you, disregards your achievements, or undermines your decisions, she shows her lack of appreciation for the man you aspire to be. Ask yourself, would Marcus Aurelius have allowed anyone to disregard his virtues? Of course not. Self-respect demands that you surround yourself with those who reflect your values. A disrespectful woman may use sarcasm disguised as humor, criticize you publicly, or expect you to cater to her whims without reciprocation. This is not partnership, it's servitude. High-value men recognize this imbalance and refuse to engage with anyone who undermines their self-worth. Epictetus taught us that we cannot control others, only our reactions. Thus, when faced with disrespect, have the courage to walk away. You're watching this video because you refuse to compromise your self-respect for fleeting affection. Stand firm, warrior, and surround yourself with those who uplift you. Her actions don't match her words. Words are easy, but actions are the true measure of character. A woman who says one thing but does another reveals the inconsistency in her heart. Have you ever heard promises of loyalty and commitment, only to find her behavior betraying those words? This is a red flag you cannot ignore. Her words may be the bait, but her actions reveal the truth. A stoic man observes and doesn't just listen. Zeno emphasized aligning actions with virtues, stating that well-being is achieved through small steps. It is significant when a woman claims to respect you but repeatedly disregards your boundaries. If she says she values you yet prioritizes her convenience over your efforts, she isn't worthy of your energy. The dissonance between her words and actions is not an accident. It is a habit rooted in a lack of integrity. Consider Marcus Aurelius, who led with words of courage but stood beside his men in battle with deeds of valor. If her actions betray her words, ask yourself if she shares your values of honesty and consistency. The answer lies in her patterns, not her promises. A Stoic man discerns these truths and never turns a blind eye to them. She only cares about your money. A woman who values you solely for your wealth doesn't see you as a man. She views you as a resource. Have you felt like your worth to her rises and falls with the size of your wallet? This is not affection, it's exploitation disguised as admiration. A Stoic man must recognize when he is being treated not as a partner, but as a provider. A woman who values you only for your wealth sees you as a means to an end, not as a person of value. Epicurus wisely taught that wealth lies not in possessions, but in having few wants. A woman focused solely on your money will always want more gifts, more luxury, more proof of your ability to finance her desires. She measures love by what you can give, not by who you are. Ask yourself, does this align with the life of virtue and discipline you strive for, or does it erode your principles? She will subtly demand expensive dinners, vacations, or gifts while offering little in return. This dynamic is parasitic, not reciprocal. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that true partnership is built on shared values, not material exchange. If her affection disappears when the money stops flowing, she was never truly there for you. She flirts with everyone. Flirting is a language of attention, and a woman who flirts with everyone is seeking validation from others, not you. Have you noticed her casting glances or exchanging suggestive words with others while you're nearby? This behavior isn't harmless. It reflects her insecurity masked by charm. A Stoic man knows that true connection is exclusive, built on mutual respect and loyalty. Seneca said, "Fidelity is the bond of a virtuous soul." A woman who flirts with everyone lacks the commitment to honor that bond, treating interactions as a stage for admiration rather than a reflection of her values. Ask yourself, warrior, can you trust a woman who cannot control her need for external affirmation? Her actions speak louder than her excuses. High-value men like Marcus Aurelius would never tolerate such a lack of virtue. He understood that a partnership must reflect the strength of both individuals, not the distractions of one. Her inability to focus her attention on you shows she isn't worthy of your commitment. She's always comparing you to others. Comparison is a thief, warrior, and a woman who constantly compares you to others steals your peace of mind. Have you heard her say, "Why can't you be more like him?" Or "He would have done it differently"? This isn't about improvement, it's a calculated way to make you feel inadequate. A Stoic man does not measure his worth against others and certainly doesn't let anyone else do it for him. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." A woman who compares you to others fails to appreciate the unique virtues and struggles you bring. This behavior reflects her inability to value what she has. Comparisons may start subtly but erode your self-worth over time. Imagine Zeno of Citium allowing himself to be measured against others. He wouldn't. He believed that true strength comes from within, not from external validation. She ignores your needs. A relationship without reciprocity is like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly. Have you felt your needs are invisible or dismissed? A woman who consistently overlooks your needs reveals her lack of empathy and respect. A Stoic man knows his worth and understands that his needs are vital to his humanity. Epicurus taught, "Know first who you are and then adorn yourself accordingly." A woman who disregards your emotional, physical, or spiritual needs shows she does not value you. Instead of seeking to understand your struggles, she prioritizes her desires, expecting you to pour into her without reciprocation. This imbalance is not strength, it's a failure to connect meaningfully. She might dismiss your concerns or offer hollow apologies without change. Marcus Aurelius would remind us that our duty is to act with integrity, but it's not our burden to carry relationships that drain us. A Stoic man doesn't beg for acknowledgement. He stands firm in the knowledge that mutual respect is the foundation of any meaningful bond. Warrior, life is too short to spend it with someone who doesn't see your worth. The Stoics taught us that our time and energy are finite, and wasting them on a woman who plays games or disrespects you is an affront to the virtues you strive to live by. Every moment spent with someone unworthy is a moment stolen from the life you're meant to build. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. The power is yours, warrior, to choose relationships that uplift rather than drain, to demand respect instead of begging for scraps of affection. The journey of a Stoic man is challenging, but it is one of self-respect, wisdom, and unshakable virtue. Now it's your turn to act. Leave a comment below saying "Challenge accepted" to show you are committed to living a life guided by reason and respect. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Together, we will uncover the truths that make us stronger, wiser, and more resolute. This is your life, warrior. Live it with purpose and never settle for less.